Okay, good evening, everybody. Once again, I welcome us all to this training session. This session, um, this webinar usually come up in order for us to get people enlightened and share the information that must be known for us to be able to boost our career and for us to be able to progress professionally. So I welcome us to this. Last month we had a session on career CV optimization, sorry. And this month we are having mastering the art of job search navigation. Knowing fully well that we cannot a desired job, even if you have a good CV, well brandished CV, without knowing how, where, when to apply for the job. So that is why we are having this come up now. So I say welcome to everyone, and I'll just implore us to try as much as possible, even as this session is going on, if you can send this invite to that you know that they are in need of this so that they can join the ongoing session. So thank you very much. My name is Christiana De Lucy, and I am the founder of Rivatus Career, and we have a team that works together. One of our social media manager, Mr. Okpari Debolu, is also here with us. So thank you very much as we proceed. Please, if you have any question, just note your question so that at the end of the session, we're going to be having a question and answer session for everyone so that we can bring in our questions then. Thank you. So, as I said earlier, mastering the art of job search navigation, that is what we are having today. So you're welcome once again. The purpose of this training is to be able to dissipate information about job opportunities and how we can navigate through the opportunities successfully. Like I said earlier, even if you have a good CV and you're not able to navigate through the job searches, that CV will just be lying fallow, no matter how beautiful it is in your secret place. So that's why we're coming up with this training. Then the key takeaways that you expect, a few of the key takeaways is that you learn how to effectively market your CV, how to discover the best platforms and networks for your job hunting, then also understand the strategies to stand out in a crowded job market. Now, understanding the job market, you have to stay informed. You have to be informed as somebody who is ready to apply for a job opportunity. As we know that the job market, Nigerian job market now is different from American job markets. It's different from the European job markets. So whatever your location is, you have to identify that what is in, what is happening, what is the trend of that particular job market that you are. Now we're talking about Nigerian job markets. Now of course we're in Nigeria. We know what is happening in Nigerian job markets. We know that there is a lot of unemployment. We know that the jobs are not saturated. We have graduates coming out of school every now and then. Then also what is happening right now, the economic downturn is making a lot of people also losing their job, adding up to those people that are that have not even started. So that is why we must understand where we are so that we'll be able to navigate successfully all through for us to be able to land our desired job. Now we must when we are studying the job market, we must identify the demands, the in-demand skills, the in-demand skills of the employers that are seeking, the employers that are seeking for you, the job applicants. You have to be able to know the skills that are required, in your target industry. For example, if you are targeting, maybe you're an engineer and you are targeting an engineering job, you have to know the skills that is desired for that particular job, for that particular industry. You have to understand the in-demand skills. Then you also have to follow the industry news and current trends. Stay updated. Don't be a loner. Don't be a lone ranger. Stay updated on the latest developments and changes in your field. You know, from time to time, there are different things that is always coming, especially now in the world of AI. We know what is always happening. We know what is coming up. We know what is, we know things are always changing. There is always emerging market. There is always new trend. So for that, you have to be updated. You really have to be updated. So, we have technology rights. We have rise in technology. We have AI rights, sorry. So, and with that, one of the things we have to do is to make sure we are technologically inclined. Be a technology savvy person. You know, I was speaking with um, a candidate one day, very close to me. So that was, I think, last month. Then she said there was an internship job that she got, but at the end of the day, she was only able to spend just 1 month there, just because she was tried on some Microsoft Office usage and she wasn't able to meet up with it. Now she didn't know, as at that time, she didn't know how to use Excel. So I expect that in this world that we are, knowing that things keep evolving, if we are talking about 10 years ago, you know, we might not, employers are not really particular about, they might not be particular about if you know how to use Microsoft, if you know how to use, if you are very good at in tech, they might not bother. So far, you are not applying for an IT role. But now, it is very, very important for everyone to be tech savvy, to make sure that you are technologically inclined. To the list of it is Microsoft Office package that you must get to know about. Thankfully, the lady is now upskilling herself. She now got to know that, okay, this is what is a problem, and she has worked on herself. So be technologically inclined. It is highly important. Self-assessment and goal setting. We are going to be a little bit fast because we have like 22 slides. So, and so that we can have time for question and answer. Self-assessment and goal setting. Now, when you know as a person, you are ready, to, job on. Maybe you are just a fresher from out of school, or you want to change jobs, you want to switch, you might want to switch career as well. You have to have a self-assessment and your goal sets. You have to set a goal for yourself. Identify your skill. You know that previously we talked about understanding the job markets. There is a skill that is required for that, for the role that you want. Now, your self-assessment now will now be for you to be able to identify your skills. What are the skills that you have? Then your interest area, your improvement area. Previously, we talked about identifying skills for that particular industry. This is identifying skills for yourself. What are you able to do? Now, if you now analyze and you're able to analyze and assess the level of your skills, what you have, compared to the job markets that you've already assessed, then you now improve on yourself. You look at the one you don't have, you look at what you need to get, you can now upskill, you can reskill, you can upskill. Improvement is really needed. Then you also have to set a smart short-term and long-term goals for yourself. Smart in the sense that your goal has to be specific, it has to be measurable, it has to be achievable, it has to be realistic, and it has to have specific time. It has to be time bound. So set a smart short-term and long-term goals for yourself. Then your job that you are searching for, you have to make sure it aligns with your personal values and lifestyle preferences. That is why you see some people that when they're working, they just work and there's no motivation. There's no self-motivation. There are some people that, some people in some particular job, you will see them that no matter, even if they are paid millions, they will not be satisfied. There won't be this this satisfaction or this enough joy in them, probably because the job does not align with their personal values and their lifestyle preferences. They settle for what they see. So you have to make sure that the job that you want to start applying for, or that you're doing, make sure that it aligns with your personal values. Is this what I really want to do? Is this my purpose? So you have to work on that. Now, we can't talk about getting a job without talking about having an impressive resume and cover letter. But I won't dwell on this much because we already had that training last month, and there's a recorded version. So anyone that was not able to be part of the training can go to our YouTube platform and just watch, for you to be able to learn on how to build an impressive resume. Then we know that your CV is your first impression. Craft an impressive resume. Very, very important. Make your resume an impactful one and let it demonstrate your accomplishments. I told us last month that in the last month's training that your CV is yourself. You're pouring yourself into your CV. You're pouring yourself into your CV. You're making the recruiter, the potential employer, to know that this is who I am. You're marketing yourself. Your CV is your first impression. You have to craft a very compelling CV to leave a positive first impression on potential employers. So if you do it anyhow, of course, the employer will think that, the recruiter will just think that you're just an anyhow person. So make sure that your CV markets you well. Make your CV, your resume impactful and demonstrate your accomplishments. Boast with what you have. Boast with your knowledge. Boast with your skills. Boast with your experience on your CV. Remember that they are not looking at you. Nobody is seeing you. So you have to make sure that you show off. Let me use that that show off who you are. Show off who you are on your CV. Sorry, I need to mute everyone so that we won't have distractions. Now, tailor your resume to each job description. We spoke about it. If you want to apply for a job, now for an HR, and you want to apply for an admin job, though it's interrelated, you cannot use the same CV. You have to tailor your CV to that particular job you're applying for. So you can't use the same CV for different job applications that has different roles. So you have to tailor it. This goes for cover letter as well. We're talking about CV and cover letter. You have to tailor them, to that particular job that you're applying for. For every application, for every job application, for every vacancy that you see, there is a detailed description. They'll put it there. Don't just look at the header. The header of the job might say admin assistant role, vacancy for admin assistant. Don't just rush to apply. Look at the skills, look at the job description, look at the experience required. Then by the time you see everything they list there, that is what you're going to be using to tailor your CV. The skills you see on that job description, if you don't put it on your CV, the ATS, there's something called ATS, applicant tracking system, might automatically shortlist you out just because they didn't see the required skills. The system did not see the required skills on your CV. So you have to make sure that when you're applying for a job, it might even be the same role. It might be an HR role that you're applying for example, an HR role that you're applying for, and the job specification, the requirements for a particular HR role for a company might be different from that of another company. That is why even if you're applying for the same role, you still have to look at the job description. You have to look at the requirements of that role, and you now tailor your CV, your resume, and your cover letter that you're writing to that particular job description that is on the vacancy. So don't just see a job opportunity, don't just see a vacancy and just jump at it without doing the right thing. Make sure you do the right thing. Highlight your relevant skills, your achievements, your experiences that match the job requirements. Did you see that? That match the job requirements. Don't have a probably um, a job that you were a waiter, and a job, an experience of being a waiter, and one that you are having, and one that you want to do, what's it called? You want to do an admin job. No, let me say an engineering. That's very, very far. So you were a waiter, then you are applying for an engineering job, and you add your waitress, um, uh, um, your waitress experience. You add it there, and you now listed everything you were doing as a, that now occupied all the space. It's not like you wouldn't have this. You can add it there, but one line is just okay, so that you won't have job gaps. You won't have employment gaps in your CV. So don't spend time on irrelevant experience that doesn't match the particular job that you're applying for. So you have to make sure that the skills on your CV, the job experiences on your CV, you put more attention to that which is in line with that particular job that you are applying for at that particular moment. So make it easy for recruiters to scan and understand your resume. Don't have a rowdy resume. Ensure that you have a clean, concise, and error-free and professional CV format. Now, effective network strategies. Expand your professional connections. These are part of the effective networking strategies that you can do for you to be able to land your job opportunity. At the end of this, we will have to do a bit practical. I'll go to my LinkedIn, then we'll do some practical for you to know how you can you use some of this job platform for you to be able to get your own. Attend industry events and conferences. There are some people that they are looking for a job. They are always on their own. Don't be a loner. Don't be an island. Don't be on your own. When you know that you're job hunting, you don't have to stay at home. You have to step out. For example, when you see that there is events, there is conferences, there are programs that that maybe the industry that you're looking at, joining, they're organizing, and it's not restricted. You can go. Or your professional body, they are organizing a program. You can go. When you go there, you'll be able to meet professional in your field and build relationships with them. Relationships is key. Relationship is the currency that we spend. You know that. So you can't be a loner and you're looking for a job. You have to make sure you step out of your comfort zone and meet up with people, professionals. Join professional networking platforms. Utilize online platforms to connect with professionals and industry groups. Join professional networking platforms. We have quite a lot of them. We have LinkedIn, even Facebooks. Though Facebook is a social media, not a professional networking platform, but there are still some things that you can get to do on Facebook. You can meet with people on Facebook, professionally. And they say the way you dress, the way you want to be addressed. It depends on what you are building on your professional platform or on your social media platforms. If you just post anything, you just build anything, you just do things nonchalantly on your professional platforms, you should be rest assured that as well, the type of things you put there will be the things that will attract you. The type of things you put there, those kind of people will attract you likewise. So that's why you have to know, you have to be mindful of what you place out there, because that is your personal brand. Whatever you put out there is representing you, is your brand. So make sure that you put what you want people to say about you, put it online. When recruiters now, they go online, and search your social media platforms, just for background checks, even before being employed. So there are some things, if there are some things that can put you off, that can put the recruiter off about you, then you don't have to let it be there. Then reach out to alumni and mentors, tap into existing network for guidance and potential job leads. Alumni and mentors that you know that they're doing well, and they can actually connect you can reach out to them. Utilize online job platforms as well. Now, job search is easier than it was before. I'm sure over 10 years ago, 15 years ago, vacancies are not so easy to see online everywhere like this. You can say it is based on connection. Some people will say that if you don't know people or know people who know people, you will not land yourself a job in Nigeria. No, that's not true anymore. Though for what's it called? For some opportunities, it is true for some. But there are still better and very good opportunities that you can land, you can get yourself into without you having to have any connection. I used to tell people that most of all of my jobs, since I've been out of school, all of my jobs, there's none that has been via connection. Almost all of them has been online, has been via these online job platforms and all, which we're going to be mentioning, as we progress. So you don't have to be connected for you to get your jobs. Just that you need to be well placed, you need to be informed, you need to know where and how and when to search. It's very, very important. So we have technology now. Technology has made things easy for us to be able to see job, to be able to see a lot of vacancies and apply. Create profiles on job platforms. We are going to be seeing some of those job platforms here, and we can do some practicals. Build a professional online presence and showcase your skills. Create profiles on some job platforms. There are some job platforms that you can go. You can subscribe. You can put your emails there. You'll subscribe for it. Then as you subscribe, they will share. They'll be sharing to your email daily or month or weekly, depending on the platforms, their own mode of sharing their opportunities. Some is daily. A lot of it is daily. Some weekly. You will see those job opportunities being sent to your email, being sent to you personally. Some even go as far as sending it as text messages, depending on what you subscribe to. So when you create your profile already on those online platforms, then you'll be able to get, you know, as they are having these opportunities, they will be sending it to your email. There are some job platforms that normally you will always see HR run there to advertise. Some of those job platforms, we're going to share it. You will see, as an HR person that I am, when I want to recruit for some roles, there are some platforms that I easily go and post my jobs, my jobs. Now, not just me, a lot of other HRs like that do the same thing. So you have to ensure that you you are well placed, you know those platforms, and you visit them, subscribe your mail, create your profiles on those platforms and visit those platforms from time to time. Then also stay updated on job postings that match your preferences. Set job alerts, customize notifications. There is a way you can customize notifications to the particular state that you want the job to be. Any job you want, maybe you can say you stay in Lagos, Nigeria. You want alert for so and so roles, maybe engineering role that is in Lagos. You will customize it. And by the time any job of such is posted, you will receive the alert personally in your email. You will do that. You will get that. So you have to set your job alert and customize your notifications. Then apply strategically and follow up. Like we said earlier, submit a lot of applications and proactively follow up with your hiring manager. Now, these are some top platforms and places that you can job hunt. We have LinkedIn. LinkedIn. I do say it always, if you are not on LinkedIn, create a platform, create a profile. And if you're on LinkedIn, don't just let it be redundant. Go to LinkedIn, be involved in conversations, add friends, connect with followers, connect with people, that they are on top, that they are doing well in that particular industry that you are high. The industry you are eyeing, look at the top performers, the staffs of that industry, the people that are performing well, that are doing well there. You follow them, connect with them. Connect with them. After connecting with them, send them an email and in messages, send them message, tell them you're happy to connect with them. You'll be glad if there's any opportunity at their place, like that and all. So make sure that you do that. We're going to do some LinkedIn practicals here before we go. Indeed, Glassdoor, Hot Nigerian Jobs, My Job Mag, Monster, Jobberman, Grab Jobs, Job Gurus, Nigeria. Those ones I'm talking about, they are real. There are some job platforms that they're not verified as okay. There are some job platforms that they are scams. Some job platforms, they are not real. So you have to ensure that you follow the right platforms, you subscribe to the right platforms. All these ones I've listed, all Nigerian Jobs, My Job Mark, you can go there, they will put your email and subscribe. By the time you subscribe your email, every day, almost every day, you'll be getting alerts on your email. Then as somebody that is job hunting, you should not be a person that doesn't check your email daily. I didn't put that in the slide, so I just remember that. You should always check your emails every day. If not in the first, if not in the morning, in between the day, during the day, or last thing before you sleep, check your emails. Because you see some people that they applied for a job. After applying for a job, they got an invitation for interview. After 1 week that the interview is over, that is when they will be seeing it. And by that time, do you think the recruiter will wait for you? No, they wouldn't. They would have moved on to the next person. Except if they're not able to get the person, the talent needed. So you make sure that you always check your emails after subscribing to all these platforms. You will get alerts. Then when you get the alert in your mail, apply. Don't procrastinate, apply. Then Upwork and Flex Jobs, they're mostly for remote jobs. You can also go there. All these ones I've listed, they are verified. Then another thing you can do is to go to email. Probably you are eyeing a company. Let's say, for example, you are eyeing ABC Limited. Go to ABC Limited websites. Go to their search for them on Google. Look at their websites, look at everything. Go to their website, check their career section if they have a career section. If there's an opportunity for you to submit unsolicited applications or so, fill the form and submit your CV there. If you have the company, if they don't have a career section, I'm sure on their email, they will have, on their website, they will have an email, a contact email that you can send an email to. You can drop your CV on the email. You accompany it with a message, with a mail. You drop your CV on the email. Drop your resume on the email of the company. So check the company website that you are eyeing. This company, I really love this company. I wish I can work with this company. Just try. Even if you drop it, nobody will. There is no negativity. There is no implication to dropping it. There is no negative implication, but there might be negative implication to not dropping it. And you might never tell. You can never say after dropping it. At that point in time, your CV might attract them, even if they are not recruiting. You might save it, in their archives, in their pool of CVs. Then later, it can be used. So go to the company website and use the email of the industry that you are eyeing. Then attend job fairs. Some of us will see that they put so and so job fairs now. Unlike before, that these things were not happening then, but now they are happening again and again now. So when you see that job fairs, so and so job fairs, recently, I think last month, we had there were I think over 5 job fair, over 5 different job fair organized by different organizations, different platforms. We have job fairs. So all those job fairs, it's not possible for you to be going one after the other. Go to this job fair, go to this and that you'll not be able to connect your own job. No, it's not possible. So when they say there is job fair, then you attend. If you have the opportunity to do it, attend the job fair, because at every job fair organized, there are recruiters, organizations that come there. That is what job fair is. Aside the fact that you're going to be more knowledgeable about, the training that is going to be done there and the information that's going to be shared. Well, you will have one-on-one. There are some organizations that normally you won't be able to go into the organization and just get interviewed. But the fact that job fairs are being organized, those organizations will come out. They are coming out to meet you. You are not the one going out to meet them now. They are coming out to meet you so that they will give you the opportunity to go and see them and get interviewed. And who knows, you might just strike, a chord in them. You might just strike a very, a very chord in them that cannot be overlooked. So with that, you already create something in them and you'll be invited further. So attend job fairs. Then also physical submission. You can make physical submission to some companies. You can go, just have your CV package, your cover letter, and go to the organization. Most of them, if they have security, talk to the security. You are here to submit your job application. That's why, again, you must be nice, you must be good. Don't look down on people. Securities have gotten a lot of people to places. The fact that they are security doesn't mean that they are low lives. They're not low lives. So what you do to them, how you treat them as well matters to how they are going to do, how they are going to attend to your issues. Some securities, they are the one that we even give information. I've heard about times, I've seen times that it was securities that were able to get some people to land their job. You don't look down on them. You walk up to them, tell them so and so, you came to submit your CV, submit to them, be nice to them, they'll push it. Because there are some offices that you can't go further, aside from the gates, can't go further. Submit it to security and let them help you out. Then if you're able to go in, then you go in and submit. So you can do physical submission of your CV as well. Now, develop a strong personal brand, stand out from the competition. I talked about it the other time that your personal brand is part of what you put on your social media platforms. Your Instagram, your Facebook, your Twitter, your TikTok, your what have you. All those platforms, social media platforms, they are not where you can just say, okay, I'm just there and I can just see anything, I can just do anything. Not in this age and era. You cannot just do anything and say anything, except you know that you're just working for yourself, you're not ready to look for a job. But if you know that you want to job hunt seriously and you want to get yourself your desired role, then you don't post anything. You have to be very careful with what you post online. Because what you post online on your social media is you. It speaks a lot about who you are, about your personal brand, about your branding. So define your unique value proposition, identify what sets you apart and communicate it effectively online. Very important. Then you also maintain a professional online presence, create your social media, create your social media profiles and showcase your expertise. Flaunt it. Let people know that this is who you are. If you have just acquired a certification, a skills, a training, put it there. I just completed so and so course. If you have just gained a new job, put it there. If you have just finished learning a new skill, place it there. Flaunt what you have done. Always develop your what's it called? Always develop yourself. And as you are developing yourself, always update it online. That's on a professional platform, LinkedIn now. Always update it online. Showcase your expertise, showcase your achievements, showcase your skills, showcase your experience, showcase who you are. Flaunt yourself. Very important. Also seek endorsement and recommendations. There's a part of your LinkedIn that you can send to people to recommend you. Your people that knows you, people that has worked with you previously, you can send to them that you need recommendations. Everything is now so easy that, like for example, LinkedIn has made it so easy that you can it's already drafted. The message, there's already a draft of the message you can send. Once you go to the lower parts of the place that you see recommendations, you can just click for somebody to recommend you, somebody that has worked with you before, that they should recommend you. Then the message to send to them is already drafted. You can just edit it. Then you send to them and they recommend you. So collect testimonial that highlights your skills and capabilities. Seek endorsements and recommendations. Now, all this we're talking about, you are able to submit your CV, you are able to get yourself the job after applying. Now, interviewing is also very, very, very important. You have to know what is required in job interview. You have to be prepared. We're going to be having our interview webinar probably next month. We're going to be having that. So you're supposed to master the art of interviewing as well for you to be able to ace your job interview. Because imagine after going through all those stress of crafting a compelling CV, going through all those stress of applying for jobs, then you now are able to land yourself an interview, then you don't mess up. So that is why you must ensure you master the art of interviewing. interview is not something that's, you just do shabbily. It's not something that you can just say, okay, I'm being invited for interview, and you just do it anyhow. No, it's not possible. So now these are some of the things that you do. Research the company and interviewer. Demonstrate your knowledge and show genuine interest in the organization. Now that you are asked, you go for interview and you're just, you're just slow. You're not even showing enthusiasm that you are eager to work with the organization. You are not showing that passion that you want to work with. You want to work with us. So why should we hire you? That means the way you're just, doing it means you're not really interested in it. So research the company, research the interviewer, the mission of the company, go to the company website. Some people, you'll be amazed that when they are called for interview, they ask them, what do you know about us, about the company? They don't know anything. They don't know anything about the company. You have to demonstrate your knowledge about the organization. That shows that you are interested in the organization, for you to go further to research a lot of things about the organization. Then to interviewer as well, you can research about the person. So, and there might be a panel. There might be a panel. You research about them. Though you wouldn't know the panel, but at least you will know, you might see the person that sent you the interview schedule. You might see it, maybe by mail or something. The name can just be seen, can be researched. So you research more about the person. So prepare and practice common interview questions. Practice them. Be ready to articulate your skills, experience, and motivation. Practice make perfect. Practice the common interview questions. Practice them. Go online. You will see a lot. For example, you want to go for an engineering role. You are called for an engineering interview in days to come. Go online. Likely engineering interview questions. So go online and check about it. Read about it. Very, very important. Then ask thoughtful questions and follow up. Don't ask anyhow question. There was an interview that in my organization that we had sometimes back. Then when it's better if you don't have a question. It's better for you to keep quiet and say you are okay for now. Though it's good for you to ask questions. Be curious. It shows your curiosity to know things. But if you now don't have questions, don't yourself to ask questions that will land you into trouble. There was this interview that we had, and the person was asking how much experience, how many years experience does the HR person has? Like immediately the CEO initially he did well, but just because of that, it looks like he was going to be bragging just because he's been interviewed for the same role as the HR, now asking questions that is not related, that is not supposed to be asked, personal questions. You ask questions that is needed. Ask questions that we know that is about the company, and you need it also for your personal consumption, personal consumption relating to the job. Asking questions about how many years of experience does your interviewer have? What does that have to do with the particular job that you're applying for? What does that have to do with the company? So you have to also know the kind of questions that you ask. Questions has landed a lot of people in trouble. So that's why they say that's why I put it here. I put it here that ask thoughtful questions, not anyhow questions. Then make sure you follow up after the interview. Now, enhance your skills and knowledge. Invest in continuous learning. Continuous learning. Invest in continuous learning. Enhance your skills. Identify skill gaps. You have previously, the industry that you want to go. You know the skills that are needed. You know yourself. You have accessed yourself. You have seen the skills that you have. Then identify the gaps in between the skills, your own personal skills, and the skills required for that job that you're eyeing. So assess the skills needed for your target job and work on improving them. Take online courses and certifications. There are a lot of free online courses now. There is Udemy, there is Coursera, even LinkedIn. LinkedIn have free courses that you can take for you to be able to expand your knowledge and demonstrate your commitment to growth. The fact that don't be redundant. Don't be somebody that finish work, finish your school, your education, probably let's say 3 years ago, and since that 3 years ago till date, you have not added anything to yourself. No, you're job hunting and you're not adding to yourself, not in this era, in this time and age. In this era, everything, there is a lot of free courses you can do that to get certified, to get upskilled, to upgrade yourself. So by the time the recruiter is looking at your CV and they see that you have been out of school for 3 years and you have not been able to do anything, you're just job hunting. It's questionable that in this particular age, are you not technologically inclined? For you to know that there are courses that you can even do, even if you don't have the money. You can go online and do a lot of free courses, upskill yourself, expand your knowledge. Very important. Also seek opportunities for practical experiences. You can do volunteering, internship, side projects. Practical experience is also, it also matters. A lot of people complain that why even out of school you'll be saying you need 0 to 2 experience, you need 2 years experience. How do we gain the experience if we have not worked, if the organization have not given us the opportunities to work? Yes, it's understandable, but you can also gain the experience if you have not been able to go to that particular organization you want. You can volunteer. You can volunteer. You can do internship for you to be able to gain experience so that you can enhance yourself and knowledge. Now, leveraging social media for job search. Social media now has done a lot of good also to people, not just harm. We know the harm parts. During the debate, it will say social media has done more harm than good, has done more good than harm. It has done a lot of good as well. A whole lot of goods, So you have to leverage on social media for job search, optimize your LinkedIn profile, engage with industry influencers and thought leaders, share relevant content and insights. When you are on LinkedIn, share insights. When you share things, don't just add your LinkedIn profile and just leave it blank. It might be, you can do it, you can start with once a week, maybe every Monday, every Tuesday. It can be once a week post. You can just write, just draft, write. Now, AI has made things easy. Also, don't copy and paste. Sorry, I have to say this. Don't be somebody that go on AI. We have different AI platforms now, Chat GPT, what have you, and all. Don't just go there and say, for example, cover letter. You need a cover letter for an engineering job, a cover letter for engineering, and they now, the Chat GPT now bring it on for you. After you now have everything being brought on for you, you just copy it and paste it just like that. I have seen somebody that did that before. She just copied and pasted from AI to the extent that I can see the background and see that this is just from ChatGPT. That it means that person is not creative. You can go online, you see a lot of things, you see what you want to do. When you see it, then you copy. ChatGPT is there to help, not to replace your intellect. It's just a platform that helps, that aid your knowledge, that aid what you already know, not for you to be solely dependent on it. So when you are able to pull some things from ChatGPT, when you're able to put a prompt there, then you come back, copy it out, then you edit to test. Don't let it be word for word. Don't let it be exactly. There are some words that when you use, I know that this is from ChatGPT. This is just AI. It's put you out. So don't just copy and paste. Make sure that you use your intellectual capacity as well for things that you're developing. So when you develop write-ups, edit it, let it suit to you, then you paste it. Then you put it on your LinkedIn wall. Might be every day, might be every week. Make sure that you're putting something. Don't be redundant. Put something there. So highlight your skills and experiences and achievements to attract recruiters on your LinkedIn profile. Participate in discussions and showcase your expertise. When you see somebody from the industry that you are eyeing, or one of the mentors that you are looking up to in your industry, you can, when they share a conversation, Go under that conversation and comment there, put in your own view about that particular discussion. Comments, with that you get to be known that this is who this person is. This person is, brilliant and all. You get to be known what you can do. Or if your CV profile, if your LinkedIn profile is redundant, nobody sees anything. Even if you have a LinkedIn profile and you're not building it, it's as good as you don't have. So you have to make sure that you are upgrading, you are updating some things, some relevant information on your LinkedIn. Participate in discussion and showcase your expertise. Position yourself as a knowledgeable professional in your field. Let people know that this person is a professional, this person is knowledgeable, this person is, knowledgeable and experienced. So position yourself in that that space. Share relevant content and insights. Now, tips for job search success. This is the conclusion. Tips for job search success. Stay positive and persistent. Job search can be challenging, but perseverance pays off. We have people that will say, we have applied and applied and applied, but they're not, I'm just tired of searching. No, don't be tired yet. We have people that they applied several times. They've got several rejections, several no's. Rejection is part of the process. The fact that you are rejected, the fact that you got a no, after your application, you got a message of, we are very sorry, we cannot proceed with you, we cannot go further due to the fact that we have been able to select somebody else. That should encourage you to keep up at what you're doing. That should not make you to stop. In fact, the fact that you got a no should be an encouragement for you to say, no, I want to go further. It should be a motivation for you. It shouldn't be a demotivating factor for you to now say, no, I'm not proceeding. So you should stay positive and persistent. Be consistent in your job search. Don't search today and now tomorrow you are not doing anything. There are some applications that will not, probably it will not stay long. It will just be for maybe 2 days. And they post it, they are done, and that's all. So make sure you stay online. Always be on. I'm not saying 247 be online, but at least a day should not pass without you checking online. All those platforms listed earlier, a day should not pass without you going there and check. Okay, probably there's a new job that is posted. See, stay organized. I think I'll get there. Apply promptly and don't procrastinate. I will get there. Stay organized and track your applications. Be organized. Maintain a record of the jobs that you have applied to and their status. Stay organized. Track your applications. Very, very important. Now, apply promptly and don't procrastinate. This is very important. A lot of us got it wrong in this particular area. When they say there is a job opportunity and this particular job, in 1 week it will expire, and you were so lucky to see it immediately it was posted, maybe the same day it was posted, and because you see the expiration of 1 week, you left it until the day of expiration, or maybe a day before the day of expiration. You did not apply on time. No, that is wrong. As you are saying it, attack it as it's hot. There are some recruiters that, if it is not an ATS, if it is not automated, if it is not automated, the automated job screening, application screening, it's first come first serve basis. Imagine if you are sending an application to an email, they said the application came out on the 10th of a particular month, and they said by 20th of that month it's going to be closed, and by 10th of the same month the recruiter already got like 20 applications. Please, do you think the recruiter will wait till the end of the application? Do you think the recruiter will wait? The recruiter will not wait. They will start, especially if it is manual, they will start shortlisting as it comes, first serve, first come, first serve basis. And as they are shortlisting those applications, once they see, once they see the one that is suiting and all, keep it aside. You might call them for interview ahead. And once they call them for interview ahead, the other CV that you are waiting for on the 20th before you send your own, it might not even be looked at anymore. So, and also I have seen severally applications that we posted on LinkedIn, and when they paste it on LinkedIn, maybe they paste it this morning, for example, this morning. So as it's posted this morning, the job vacancy this morning, and they say it will expire in 1 week. They put it the timeline expires so and so. When you now want to apply in the night of that morning, you will see no longer accepting application. Why? Because a lot of people has applied. They have applied, and the applications they have gotten is now so numerous that they don't need anymore. So that is why you have to apply promptly to any job vacancy you see. Don't procrastinate. Attack it that it comes. No procrastination in this area. So also seek feedback and continuously improve on yourself. Request feedback from interviews and use it to enhance your skills. Though interviewers will say they will get back to you, if you're some may not, based on the fact that there is a lot to be attended to. So it's right for interviewers to always make sure they get back to the interviewees, but sometimes they wouldn't. So if they don't, then you seek feedback, you get back to them. You send a mail based on the interview, based on interview that I had in the organization, seek feedback on that. So it's very, very important. Thank you very much for your time. Um, Thank you very much. So if you have any question, you can, do you have any question? Please raise your hand. I want us to go to the practical section. That's for LinkedIn and Hot Nigerian Jobs. I'm going to be using LinkedIn and Hot Nigerian Jobs for the practical session. LinkedIn and Hot Nigerian Jobs. Are we together, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, please, can we all see the LinkedIn screen? Okay, Mr. Adiyemi is raising hand. Let's finish this so that we can do the questions. Can we all see the LinkedIn? I've unmuted us. We can talk. Can we see the LinkedIn?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Hello?
yes, we can see it. I can see it.
Yes, ma'am. Can see it.
Can you see my screen
Yes,
for
ma'am.
LinkedIn, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now you see where I put a search here. This is jobs. All so you can now, please, can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
You come to search. Oops. You see, I place engineering in the search button here. Then all engineering jobs came up. You see them? Engineering, the jobs. On this page, we have the jobs, we have the companies. It came up. You see that? Just in the search button here, you put a job that you require, and you have it come up. So you can, if it is company also, you can go to the company. There are different companies. So you can also come here to Do you see this? When you click the jobs here, then you can analyze it based on what you want. Is it any time? The jobs posted in the previous month, in just last week, you know, this is 93 results. Past month, in the past 24 hours, how many job was posted? That is engineering. In the past 24 hours, I click 24 hours, imagine 24 results. That means in the last 24 hours, we have 24 jobs posted. Do you see that? 24 results. So experience level, you can come here and do the experience level. Then if it is internship, entry level, associate. Then after that, there you can now also, you can set your job alert. Look at it. This place, set alert. Did you see the set alert?
Yes, ma'am. No.
You can set alerts. So alert on. This is alert on now. So this alert is on. It simply means that every job that is related to this, once it is posted, from now onward, I will be getting the alerts. So it will make me know firsthand information. I rushed there to apply. So this same one, did you see what we did? We first put engineering here. There's engineering here. Then location, Nigeria. You can also work on a job, engineering jobs in Nigeria. Then the dates posted, everything is just bring it on here. So that is for that particular place. Now let us go to hot Nigerian jobs. For hot Nigerian jobs, now this is it. You know, once you, this is hot Nigerian jobs.com. Once you get to that platform, you come here, type in your email, then you subscribe. Type in your email and subscribe. Automatically, you will get their emails in your email box. Now, here again, there is something else you can do. Look at this place. As I scroll down, you will see jobs in Lagos State, jobs in Abuja FCT, jobs in River State, jobs in Oyo. You can click the state that you want. Click here to see more states. All the states in Nigeria is here. They are all here. So you can now go there. If you are in, for example, if you are in Osun State, let's say you are in Abuja, jobs in Abuja FCT. So it will bring all Abuja FCT jobs. It will bring it on. Look at it. Posted on Friday. See, this is a recent job. Posted on Friday, 21st June. Land surveyor at work, you know, everything. Now, as you have all these Abuja jobs as well, you can still come to the right-hand side here and do a job filter. You know, they are bringing everything. Now, if your role, for example, the field you want, choose fields. You might want an agriculture job related to agriculture. You can choose another one. You can choose as much as possible. Architectural. Then you can also choose, let's say, administration. Then the states, Abuja FCT, that's what you want. Then the duration, when it was posted. If you don't want to waste your time, let's say jobs that were posted this week alone, you know, you now set filter. You see that the field, we have put it, the state, we have put it, then duration. It means the ones that were posted from 1 week ago till date. So you have it, then you now set filter. So once you do that, it will spool all the jobs in Abuja, Nigeria, that's related to that particular field. Imagine, look at it. Before we were having over 40 results, now we have 25 results. It has streamlined it to 25 results according to what you asked for. The role that you selected, the dates you selected, and the states. Now you have it. All these jobs now, they are in Abuja. They are posted in just 1 week till date, 1 week time, 1 week ago till this minutes. So this is it. The same thing that I did on Nigerian jobs here, you can do it on some other platforms as well. You know, the platforms that we initially posted on, that we initially stated on the screen. So that is that about that. Thank you very much. We have come to the end of today's webinar. So questions are now welcome. Thank you. Any question?
Good evening,
Mr.
ma'am.
Adeyemi, I think you were raising up your hand the other time.
Can you hear me? Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for this section. I personally appreciate your effort and the training. I really appreciate it, and I've gained a lot. But my question is centered on follow-up.
Okay.
Follow-up in two sense now. One, I'd applied for a particular vacancy or for a particular role, and maybe it's taking time. I expect that they should have done a kind of they should have shortlisted candidates for interview. Is it appropriate to do a follow-up? Is it appropriate to do a follow-up? Maybe by virtue of the mail that you sent your CV to, you can just say, okay, is it a one reminder? Is the opportunity, is the vacancy still available, and things like that? That's the first question. I'm talking about I have applied, and then
your line was breaking, so I can't hear you well even till now.
Okay.
I can't
Hello,
hear
can you hear me
you
now?
so well.
Is it better now? Hello, ma. Hello, can you hear me, ma?
I think
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Is it my network?
Okay, is it better now?
Are you
Can
there?
I go ahead? I'm
Yes,
here.
yes,
Can I
it's
go
better
ahead
now.
now? Okay.
Yes,
So
yes.
I was saying I wanted to know the place of follow-up. After I might have dropped my CV, is it appropriate to do a follow-up when I've expected that okay, they should have shortlisted the candidate to be interviewed? Or does it show that I'm desperate if I'm doing a follow-up on a particular role? That's number one. Then number two, I've come to discover that there are some interviews that are in stages. And after the first stage, they say, we'll get back to you. Still boiling down on that follow-up. After a while, is it appropriate to also say, okay, I don't know what's going on, the second stage or the third stage, as the case may be. Does it show any form of professionalism, or what do I stand to gain or lose by doing a follow-up?
Okay. The first question that you asked, I didn't hear it very well. Can you just
Okay. The
the
first
network was
question was
breaking.
also it was also on follow-up. I said the question is like two in one. The first one is that
Okay.
I've submitted my CV. I'm not hearing from them. I feel I sense they should have shortlisted the candidates to be interviewed. So on that mail through which I sent my CV, can I do a follow-up? Or if I had gone through a particular stage, maybe the first stage of an interview, can I go ahead and still do a follow-up?
Okay, yes. So the thing is, most times when recruiters, when they don't get back to you after submitting the CV at that particular stage, it might mean anything. It might be that they are still in the process. They have not shortlisted. Then it might be that they have shortlisted and you are not shortlisted. You have moved on. Then it might also be that They have shortlisted and you are part of them and you are not just called. You are not called yet because you are not through with the process. There is no error. There is no crime in following up. Like I said that earlier. If you submit your CV and you know it is via email, it is still okay for you to send an email that this is just a follow-up to your CV that you submitted. But it is not always necessary to do that. Though if you do that, it is not out of place. So far, it is by mail you submitted the CV. Though it's an opportunity for you to send the follow-up since it was submitted via mail. Because if it was submitted via form or anything, there's nothing you can do. You know, you won't have any mail to reach out to. But for a recruiter to send that you should send to a mail and everything, you can send it. But most likely, you might not get a reply, especially knowing that there is usually a pool and a whole lot of applications that is dropped, you know, via the email. Like I was saying it earlier, once email applications is used, you know, submitting your CV via email, it's usually very cumbersome for the recruiter. So most times they just shortlist and just let go, just shortlist and let go. Automatically, if you're part of the shortlisted, you'll be called. So far, it is CV interview, it is CV submission. It is not a bad idea for you to submit, for you to follow up. You can try that. You can. If you don't follow up, if you don't follow up, if you don't send a follow-up email, it doesn't put you on a good note as well. You understand? I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. If you don't send your follow-up CV, your follow-up email, but to that email that you send your CV to, you don't, you have something to lose somehow. But if you send your CV, if you follow up, you can either lose or gain. That follow-up, it's possible that the recruiter skipped your CV. You were qualified and your CV was killed. You was skipped. That your email might make them to want to go back to your CV to check that for this person to send this email. Let me even go through the CV. The CV really okay? Because possibly your CV was skipped because it is manual. So it is okay for you to send it. You have nothing to lose if you send it. But if you don't send it, you might not have a chance of the recruiter going back to your CV. So it is okay to send it. It's not out of place. Now, the other one as well, you said after the interview stage, right? If I remember.
Yes.
Are you?
It's still on reminder. After the first or second
Reminder,
stage.
you will send it as well. After the first stage, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Yes.
After the first stage of the interview, you can still send. You can, you know, I spoke about it as well. You have for you to be able to for you to send your CV when you were just when you just submitted your CV. So why can't you send it after you have been called for the first stage of the interview? That raises your hope. That give you hope that something is coming. So it's even give you more confidence to send the follow up because at least after all your CV was shortlisted. You were called for interview. You have done first round of the interview, so it's not bad for you to follow up. Just that you um 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 humbly and perfectly in a way that will not make you look aggressive or make you look so what do I say? So desperate, yes. So desperate, yes, desperate. In a way that will not make you look so desperate. You have to we have to craft the follow-up mail so well. So that's it. It's not bad.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Any other question, please, before we call the session to an end, before we bring it to an end? Any other question? Okay, so if you're not having any questions, thank you very much, everyone. I hope that we have been able to get one or two things tonight, and I look forward to all of us. I look forward to all of us landing our role. Okay, thank you. She has muted. I look forward to all of us landing ourselves a very good and amazing job opportunities soon. So if you missed our last webinar, you can go on YouTube on CV and watch Rivatus Careers. Also follow our pages on Rivatus Careers. So thank you for attending this session tonight. I hope that you have all gained one or two things. Thank you.
Thank you very much and have a good night.
You're welcome.
Welcome.